Just let them keep talking. The more that they talk, the more they expose themselves. The more they tell us how advanced we are, how dominant we are, how much value is going to come to us because they can't catch up. They can't beat us. Listen to this. Listen to what they're saying to you, right? So this article is from ledgerinsights.com and it's titled Market Participants Urge ECB to Extend Wholesale DLT Trials. You do know that's what we special in are WCBDCs when it comes to chains like XRPL, when it comes to offerings like Ripple. Wholesale is the name of the game. Nobody does it better than us. But wait. So this is who, even though they lack, we're talking about the ECB central banks, even though they lack interoperability, for them to ever think they could compete with us was ridiculous. But I'm going to let them tell you, listen to this very closely. Clearstream's Thilo Derenbach and Deca Bank's Michael Cyrus want to avoid losing momentum. They're talking about how the ECB is thinking about putting some of their testing on hold or something like that. It says, hence, they are both keen to keep settlement solutions available. So if they have to keep them available, means they're about to make them not available. Wait, I'm going to give you clear verbiage on that. I'm going to give you a clear view on what's going on here. For the last 6 months, the European Central Bank has been orchestrating wholesale DLT settlement trials using central bank money, which we can move with ease, and we will. I believe when we're unleashed, we're going to dominate when it comes to this. They're about to tell you why. More than 70 institutions have taken part. That's nothing. With 3 different payment options available. Remember, they're siloed. Yeah, I'm inserting these. These are important facts. Look it up. Today, 3 of the most active participants, Deutsche Börse's Clearstream, Deca Bank, and Union Investment shared their lessons as part of Frankfurt School Blockchain Center. All right, so the ECB wants to halt trials for some reason. All participants were extremely positive about the trials. I don't even understand why the ECB is doing this. We have to hear their reasoning as to why. Another consensus was the desire to hear ECB's roadmap for the next steps before settlement trials finish at the end of the month. So then it continues on here. Quote, we would strongly recommend that the ECB does not now close the trial period and wait for many months or possibly years to listen to what they just said and wait for many months or possibly years to then proceed with scalable BAU, business as usual, sort of implementation of the payment rails, unquote. They don't have years, folks. We're in the money. I'm fired up. I feel great. I told you they were behind. We knew it. Sorry, I got it. Sometimes I'm going to feel like this. Let me cook. We knew all along. The road was hard. The research road was hard because so many people doubt what you're seeing. You got to just keep going forward. And we said, okay, we see something. We see we're in advance of them. We see they can't catch up. Then we had the BIS recently tell us they can't catch up. We had a few other entities let us know we were advanced. And they couldn't catch up with us either. Meanwhile, Ripple continues to steam forward with innovations. Chainlink continues to steam forward with innovations. Solana, do I have to keep going? The bank coins are hot. Cooking up a storm. Money is being made right now, about to pop off. Next year or so. Looks like if we're unleashed, unthinkable value will come. I want it. I don't know about everybody else. I want it, definitely. Been a long, hard road. I want my treasure. But listen, I make it entertaining. At least I think I do. But I'm telling you, not financial advice. Listen to it. They don't have years to compete. We can roll it out right now. We can take the world right now. Years. They better hope and pray that it's only months. Months. Or the private sector will lead the way. Not because the legacy system opened the door for us. We're strong. We're not weak. We'll kick the door down. Push them out of the way. Get out of the way. And we'll take that money. They don't have better offerings than us. They don't have better technology than us. They don't have better application of advanced mechanisms than us. Not at all. They're still scrambling and playing in the sand like children, trying to figure things out while we're running around with a golden key. I can't, like, what they're saying here is so unbelievable. Once again, it says, and wait for many months or possibly years to then proceed with scalable BAU sort of implementation of the payment rails, unquote. And that's another telling thing people better pay attention to. When they use BAU, business as usual, you know what that means? That means that they're going to try to just slip it in where the people don't know what's going on. Well, sure, like business-wise, that's the way you want to do it. But that's real sneaky because you know, and I know that the people don't want their CBDC systems. They don't trust them. They think they're going to violate their rights and privacy, all that kind of stuff. And going by the central bank's record, who knows what they're capable of, right? So I understand why the people distrust them. But meanwhile, we don't need any of that. The Bankcoin companies only want to make some money. That's it. Everybody wins with the Bankcoin companies. Neutral across the board interoperability is global. The people on the bottom, regular people, I hate to say on the bottom. I say that without any negative connotation whatsoever. They make a lot of money. A lot of value. People on top, they make some value. The intermediaries in the middle, they make some value. Everybody wins with our system. And that's why they've been rejecting the legacy system offerings. Ooh, have you seen what's going on lately? Now, I'm a little bit excited. I had the day off yesterday, right? So that energy starts to collect up in me. But wait. I'm going to stop right there. I know we didn't go too deep. Maybe I'll come back to this. I have to do a members only video coming after. That one's potent also. We got another article. You want to make sure you check out this next members only video. I can assure you. There's a lot going on today. All right, so I'm just going to leave that one here. Once again, that article is titled Market Participants Urge ECB to Extend Wholesale DLT Trials. Read the whole thing yourself, okay? We're going to move on because I got a lot of articles I need to get through. There's a lot happening today. So now we have this article here, XRPL 4 big updates set to transform XRP ledger. Let's start here. I thought I scrolled down to that particular area. And it's like these because of like ads that pop up on the screen here, it forces the articles up and down. I hate that. It puts me out of position. XRP ledger set to receive new updates. This is nothing. Wait until you see in the future what the XRPL becomes. It's going to be so dominant. Just in my humble opinion. You may have your own thoughts, may be different than mine. So dominant. The reason I love that, because I'm not in love with any chain. I'm not in love with any technology. I know that's going to bring a lot more value. I know that ensures and brings us closer to a guarantee of more value coming to us, especially when it comes to RWA. Never forget that pathway to RWA. We're going to go through interbank payments, B2B, all that other stuff. But then we get to those trillions and quadrillions. In addition to the trillions and quadrillions we may access through interbank payments, et cetera, B2B. That RWA is going to be powerful. The more advancements we have, the easier that's going to be. Just my humble opinion. It says here, reinforcing XRP's prominence on the cryptocurrency market. In a recent tweet, Vet, I believe we heard from Vet before, XRP Cafe co-founder and XRPL DUNL validator, outlines, I do remember Vet, outlines upcoming amendments for XRP Ledger set to be shipped in the upcoming rippled version 2.3.0-RC2. And it begins like this. All upcoming, this is the tweet, they have it cropped here. All upcoming XRP Ledger amendments, multi-purpose tokens, MPT, new token standard for RWA tokenization, boom, AMM clawback, following tokens with clawback like RLUSD to be used in the AMM, boom, credentials, extends the deposit authorization feature, compliance First Amendment, boom. What was the fourth? It said 4. The core server Rippled runs the peer-to-peer network, which processes transactions and reaches a consensus on their outcome. So we got a lot of good updates coming to the XRPL. Like I said, that's nothing. They said that they want to roll out Ripple said this, that they want to roll out a lot of advanced mechanisms in the future. And I know why. They're positioning themselves when they are unleashed. I think that they view things how I do. I really do. I really believe that they're going to absolutely dominate and run wild. And there's no reason that they can't right now, since the legacy system is falling apart. They're right before everyone's eyes. I think that's very visible. All right, let's move on to this next article here. Let's see what else we have. There was a lot of powerful news today. Man, crypto is heating up. Things looking good for you guys out there? I know it is. I know, because you're smart. I know you're probably making a ton of capital, just all types of ways. All types. I know how you do. I know. This article is titled French firm Wait. Societe Generale Forge is set to launch its EuroPeg stablecoin, EuroCV, on the XRP ledger in 2020. Now, the launch on XRPL marks Societe Generale Forge's latest expansion in their multi-chain approach following earlier deployments on Ethereum and Solana. By moving on to the XRPL, SG Forge hopes to use XRP's low-cost, high-speed infrastructure to promote broader adoption of its digital currency and cross-border payments. Listen, let's be real. They want to tap into the XRPL for a lot of different reasons. This is a doorway in, just like all other stable coins are a doorway in, just like Ripple RLUSD is a doorway into XRP and XRPL mechanisms like payment channels. Everything goes through XRP. David Schwartz let everybody know that this is just an excuse to get involved. A weak veiled excuse to those who know to get involved. They want a piece of the action. They see what's coming with the XRPL. I think a lot of people do. A lot of businesses do. Stablecoin integration with MiCA. SG Forge's EuroCV is designed to meet MiCA standards, ensuring that the stablecoin aligns with the European regulatory guidelines, particularly around transparency, consumer protection, and market integrity. So more big things happening on the XRPL. We can't be stopped. Hey, have your own opinion about that. If you think different, that's how I feel. And I only speak for me on this channel. So now let's go here. Like I said, man, the momentum is picking up dramatically. This article is titled Ripple CEO Reacts to New ETF Filing as XRP Price Breaks Above Key Level. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has taken to X to comment on Bitwise's recent ETF filing that includes exposure to the XRP token. Quote, XRP, BTC, ETH, SOL. That's the alphabet soup I like to see, unquote. All right, so excluding ETH. That's the same one I like to see. I like to see that. I have a lot of combinations. ETH is not in. I don't have any ETH, but I can see ETH is bullish for sure. Cardano is also bullish. I don't have any of that either. But XRP, BTC, and SOL. Oh yeah, looking good. All right. So Garlinghouse said, well, I inserted a lot there, right? But Garlinghouse said in his social media post, on Thursday, Bitwise announced its intention to convert the Bitwise 10 crypto index fund, BITW, into an ETF. Apart from the cryptocurrencies mentioned by Garlinghouse, the publicly traded trust also includes Cardano, nice, Avalanche, nice, both solid, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, solid, Polkadot, solid, Uniswap. However, all of these tokens constitute only a smart part. I think they meant small. Let's just say it says smart part of the trust. Let's just say small part of the trust. Make that little correction. XRP itself has a 1.6% weighting. All right, let's move on here. How's everybody doing out there? You doing good? You staying safe? Listen, things are going well. People are making money. There's a lot more to be made in the future, in my humble opinion. But be careful out there. Don't be telling people how much you have, how much you're making, where you have something. Be careful out there. Listen, not advice at all. Protect yourself at all times. Bad guys lurk. Understand that. And keep yourself and your families safe. All right. All right. No need to show off. That's only going to put you on a radar of predators who might want to get something from you, take something from you. Be safe. That's all I'm saying. Not advice. Once again, you do what you want to do. All right. So now, we have this article here. We're going to get to the big dog, Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. We told people all along how bullish Bitcoin was. They haven't seen anything yet. Bitcoin is just giving you a sample. Analyst Van Eck says Bitcoin might reach $180,000 in current rally. Well, it sounds good to me. I'll tell you what, definitely sounds good to me. Quote, as expected, Bitcoin saw this high volatility pump. After the election, we're now in blue sky territory, no technical resistance, and we think we're likely to make repeated all-time highs over the next 2 quarters, unquote, Siegel said, referring to financial periods ending March and June 2025. That is a good time period, I'm telling you. I think we're going to see a very long bull run. I could be wrong, but given all the variables, and once again, like I said, a lot of other companies are going to be getting in. I think this is why the average prediction is getting higher and higher. Whereas before, that people were trying to play it safe around 80,000, 90,000. Of course, now that certain things have happened, now they're saying 150,000 sound like me. 150,000. Now it's going to 180. So these are the average. I'm seeing this become the average. And now it's like 180 to 200,000. A lot of these companies now staying within that range because they're able to look at the data and see how many other institutions want to get involved. And that obviously raises the amount a little bit. Theoretically speaking, of course, there's no guarantees here. Let's see. Starting from election day, November 5th, the cryptocurrency surged rather impressively, breaking successive resistance levels at $80,000, $85,000, and $90,000. Now trading around $88,500, Bitcoin currently retains market dominance of approximately 57% of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization. All right, let's move on here, folks. What else we have? There's so much news going on today, man. I'm not complaining. This makes your job as a researcher so much easier. I tell you that when there's a lot of news happening, it's very difficult when the news is dry. You got to go searching and hurting your mind because you can't find something interesting. There's always info out there. It's just a lot of it is boring. You know what I mean? But these are exciting times. On-chain analyst Willy Woo, I like to hear from Willy Woo, is leaning, because he's always super bullish, leaning bullish on Bitcoin. When is he not leaning bullish on Bitcoin? Amid the flagship crypto asset's rapid advance over the past couple of days, Wu tells his 1.1 million followers, holy crap, on the social media platform X, that while Bitcoin is primed to go higher, the targets that Bitcoin could potentially hit can only be determined by extrapolation. All right, well, what are you saying now, sir? Didn't you say $1 million? Quote, when Bitcoin, I think that was Willy Woo, believes that the ultimate price is 1 million. I believe he was one of them. Quote, when Bitcoin breaks into all-time highs, there's no prior history of resistances for the market to trade around. This means price goes into unfettered price discovery. Expect wild swings. I was saying that before. Swings up and swings down. That's the way it works most of the time. It's going to be heavy profit taking. In these situations, we have two guides to find new resistances: Fibonacci bands using magic numbers seen in nature and real liquidation levels of market positions, unquote. All right. And it says, quote, 88,000 to 91,000 was the first target. We hit it. Consolidation should happen here. This is both from local Fibonacci levels and liquidation levels where most of the shorts have been taken out. It's the end of compulsory buying from short sellers getting culled. $102,000 is next macro Fibonacci using last cycle high and this cycle low. All right, let's move on here. I believe we have one more Bitcoin article. All right, so now this article is titled. Crazy part is we didn't even get deep. We didn't even get deep into a bull run yet. There's a massive explosion waiting to happen in the future. I'm just excited to see where everything goes. All right. India urged by who? India urged to embrace Bitcoin as strategic reserve asset amid global unrest. I haven't kept up with the news. Has it been crazy around the world as of late? I wouldn't know. I don't know. I've been sticking to the financial news, I'll ask some of my people later to inform me what's going on with the geopolitical tensions, et cetera. They're going to keep me informed. Trust me on that. Investment firm Bernstein has urged India to recognize Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset, highlighting its potential as, quote, digital gold, unquote, amid global financial risk like inflation, U.S. debt, and geopolitical instability. Bernstein argues that India's current focus on central bank digital currencies and its classification of Bitcoin as a, quote, private currency, unquote, overlook Bitcoin's key role as a store of value, quote unquote. India has historically relied on gold for financial security. Yeah, they're one of those. India, China, most of the BRICS nation. Gold is their security. I don't see them going away from gold. It's just too safe. It is. And I don't see central bank buyings of gold stopping anytime soon. No matter what dip gold goes through, it's going to go up again. Geopolitical tensions, like you said, massive collapsing of banks. It already has begun. They're just swaying in the wind. A couple of them go down. Boom, you're going to see gold go back up again, silver as well. So I just don't see them moving away from that. But sure, if they do take your advice, this is super bullish for Bitcoin. So now we're going to end off here. Let's see. We have a little bit of Fed news and we have some gold. How much time do we have left? We got a little bit of time left. Let me just touch on this Fed news very briefly. It doesn't have to be, we don't have to go too deep. So this article is titled Fed Chair Jerome Powell's hawkish comments throw cold water on crypto. And it starts here, quote. This is the quote coming from Jerome Powell. The economy is not sending any signals that we need to be in a hurry to lower rates, unquote. This guy is so confused, said Powell in prepared remarks at a Dallas conference, unquote. And then it says, quote, the strength, I don't know why I said unquote there, my apologies, folks. Quote, the strength we are currently seeing in the economy gives us the ability to approach our decisions carefully, unquote. So they're going to take their sweet time here. That's pretty much what they're saying. All right. So now we see that the Fed is in their typical state of confusion and being lackadaisical as usual. Nothing new there. All right. So now let's go here. Oh, my goodness. And clear market manipulation, et cetera, in my humble opinion. They do this every time. It's not just crypto. Anytime the markets are doing really, really good, the Fed will come out and say something wild, crazy, indecisive, and then the markets will be thrown into turmoil every single time. It's like it's by design. And they have to know that. They're not dummies. They know this. So now, gold weekly price outlook. Gold falls for the week. The gold market has been negative for the week, but it is worth noting that the Thursday and Friday sessions have at least shown some proclivity to stabilize, which could set up a move higher eventually. Gold markets weekly technical analysis. Gold markets plunged to kick off the week as the U.S. dollar has been extraordinarily strong. That being said, Thursday and Friday both look like they are trying to stabilize the market. And we are in an uptrend after all. So I think we have the potential for a turnaround. But right now, I think the best thing that the market can do is probably digest some of these gains over the past several months. Perhaps try to build a little bit of confidence for buyers to step back into this market. Through that process, the $2,500 level underneath will be a significant support level from a psychological standpoint. And of course, the fact that there will probably be a lot of options traded in the general vicinity. If the market were to turn around and break above the $2,600 level, my apology, I got all types of tongue tied right there. It happens, folks. Then it's likely that we could go look into the $2,800 level above, which was the barrier that stopped the market. All right. So wait. Let's finish this off here. Just a little bit left. That being said, it really wasn't $2,800. That was the big factor. It was the fact that the U.S. dollar suddenly took off, especially as the elections came and went. All right. Let's see what else they have. Anything else? Ultimately, though, governments around the world will continue to spend the way they always have, and central banks around the world are collecting gold. I said that. Didn't I? I just said that. Didn't I say that? I don't know if it was this article or the one before it. Central banks are going to continue buying gold. You're not going to get them to turn away from it. It's too secure. It's very safe. Fiat currencies are about to have a big problem globally. It's not just the U.S. dollar. Although the U.S. dollar, yes, is strong now. That doesn't have anything to do with long term, the future, right? If future wise, you still have entities trying to whittle away at the U.S. dollar's impact, reach. And the U.S. itself has major problems that have whittled away the value of the U.S. dollar, the power of the U.S. dollar. So we have to wait and see if that can be remedied or not. And, we stay adjustable. But until then, because fiat currencies look like they're in a bit of trouble into the foreseeable future, gold is the way. Silver is the way. I know people don't like to put silver there all the time, but gold definitely is right there. Central banks know that. So they're going to continue to prop up the price. How much or how little they'll buy, we'll keep up with that. I especially believe BRICS nations will continue to lead the way in gold purchasing, in my humble opinion, because they literally need it right now, especially if they're going to be rolling out local digital currencies. And if they go forward at any point with the common BRICS currency, they're going to need that gold, not even to back those digital currencies with the gold, but just as a security mechanism in case everything else fails. They have something to fall back on. Gold can save you every single time, protect your value every single time. So yeah, I don't see them stepping away from it, and I don't see them trading gold in to go the full Bitcoin route. No, not at all, not at all. Although that will be bullish for Bitcoin. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.